Now Jesus was the Son of God, and he came to live on earth. And he worked as a carpenter in the town of Nazareth. For many years he worked so hard, and sometimes without pay. Then he left his home and his family, and he went upon his way. Away, away, he went upon his way. Away, away, he went upon his way. For 3 long years he walked the road, and he travelled around the land. And he told the people of God's love so that they might understand. He healed the sick, he raised the dead, and the people heard him say that whosoever came to him he would never turn away. Away, away, he would never turn away. Away, away, he would never turn away. Now cruel men arrested him, and they nailed him to the tree. And there upon that rugged cross he let his blood flow free. There he suffered and he died on a hot and dusty day. And as his blood flowed down that cross, it washed my sins away. Away, away, it washed my sins away. Away, away, it washed my sins away. Well, they took his broken body down, and they laid him in a tomb. And they thought they'd heard the last of him, but they laid him in the gloom. But when the women came along, yes, they came on the 3rd day, well, they knew the Lord has risen again, 'cause he'd rolled the stone away. Away, away, he'd roll the stone away. Away, away, he'd roll the stone away. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, that's a song without the guitar for a change. You know, it's Easter Day. What a glorious day. Perhaps the most important festival in the Christian calendar. And it's all about Jesus. You know, some people say that Jesus was just a good man. He preached a good message. They put him on the level, say, of Gandhi or Martin Luther King. They discount his miracles. Perhaps they were added later on just to spice up the story. He was born. He lived a dramatic life. He died a dramatic death. End of story. At Easter, we celebrate a unique event in the life of Jesus. An event that marks out Jesus as something radically different from the usual religious leaders and preachers. You can visit the tombs of famous religious figures. Sometimes they even display their remains in a sort of macabre freak show. But with Jesus, it's different. Very different. In Israel, people queue up to visit the tomb of Jesus. It's a big tourist attraction. But the truth is, it is not the tomb of Jesus. It is merely an empty cave. There is no body there. No sacred bones, no precious relics, just an empty cave. You know, the resurrection of Jesus is the crucial part of the gospel story. St. Paul says that if Jesus didn't rise from the dead, our whole faith is in vain. We might as well eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die. Christians believe that Jesus physically rose from the dead. He conquered the big enemy. He took the sting out of death. He now gives hope to the human race. In the darkness of bereavement, in the thousands of tears that are shed, in the heartbreak of separation, there is hope. There is light in the darkness. You know, I'm so glad I believe in a living Jesus. It's not just pie in the sky when you die. Dealing with the problem of death helps me to live life to the full. As my song says, it's not really fate. I've got pie in the sky and a peace while I wait. It's Easter. Hallelujah, he is risen. You know, my garden doesn't know anything about this crisis. Spring is busting out all over. The plants are coming up. The blossom is forming on the fruit trees. They've been lying dead and dormant in the ground all winter. Now it's resurrection time. Easter gives us hope, even in these difficult times. There is life after Corona.